Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Unparalleled Universe, and we're back with another action figure review, and today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends X-Men Jubilee figure from the Caliban Build-A-Figure wave. And let's get right into it, starting with the packaging. You're able to see the figure, you can see the accessories, the big old Build-A-Figure piece, the Caliban torso there, and then on the side we get some really nice looking artwork. On the back of the box you get some more of the same artwork, and then a character description, and then a look at all the other characters that it takes to build Caliban. And on this side we get some more artwork. It's the same stuff, but yeah, it all looks really good. Packaging's collector friendly. You could take the figure out, all that good stuff. But enough of the box, let's take a look at the figure. So now here we have Jubilee, and this is the second time that Hasbro has given us a Marvel Legends Jubilee figure. And the first time around it was a Build-A-Figure for an X-Men wave that was exclusive to Toys R Us. It seemed like it sold out very fast, and then it became very difficult to put that Build-A-Figure together, and the Build-A-Figure became very expensive. So for me, it was just never worth putting together that figure. Plus, I wasn't a big fan of the look. It was like a black costume with their yellow jacket, and it was based on her look in the comics at the time, in which she was like a vampire or something, and I just wasn't into any of that. This is the look that I wanted for Jubilee, so I'm very happy to finally have it, and for the most part I think they did a really good job with it. So let's take a look here. Starting off with the head sculpt, I do like the facial expression and the details on the head. I like the earrings there. You've got the gold iconic Jubilee earrings. You have some nice sculpting work on the hair, but not much paint detail. It's pretty much just black plastic. You have the glasses, these big crazy 90s glasses, and these are glued to her face. You can see there's a little bit of glue above the ear there, and the glasses are not coming off. I did try, but it didn't seem like they were intended to be removed, so I just left them there. And one gripe I have with the head sculpt is it looks like her eyes are slightly looking in opposite directions. Luckily, the glasses kind of distract from that, so it's really not a huge deal. But yeah, I think for the most part, the head sculpt looks good. You've got the red lipstick going. It's a really nice head sculpt. You've got her hair kind of just hanging out there. That's soft plastic, so that's cool. And then onto the body here. It looks like a lot of Jubilee is new parts, so that's very cool. The torso, I don't know if it's been used before. It looks very specific to Jubilee. You have the gold buttons there. You have the gold little logo on her chest. And then you have some details going on in there. It all looks good. Then you have the shorts that I think they did a really great job with it. You have the belt, you have the pockets, and some nice sculpting work. And what I love about the shorts is that they made the thigh cut line up with the end of the shorts. So that's really cool. It looks great like that. And down into the boots. The boots look like a brand new sculpt too. So good stuff, good stuff. On the arms, you have some new sculpted details. All details that are specific to Jubilee. And the jacket is a little plain, but I think it does the job. It looks fine. There's some sculpted wrinkles in there. It's kind of hard to see because it's a bright yellow. But yeah, pretty good stuff. I think the sculpt and the overall look captures the feel for that 90s Jim Lee era Jubilee perfectly. So I think they did a really good job with the overall look of the figure. She does come with some accessories, including an alternate head. And with this head, we have her blowing a bubble out of bubble gum. And I think that's really cool. It definitely adds to like the careless nature of Jubilee, where she's just not going to listen to anybody and she's just going to play arcades all day and do her thing. And I think that bubblegum kind of works with that. And one thing I would advise is when you're taking this head out of the packaging, for mine, it was stuffed very tightly into that plastic shell. And I almost felt like I was going to rip the bubble off. But once I noticed how like it's not removable, I was very careful and I was able to pop it out. But yeah, I would suggest being very careful with taking it out of the packaging and just handling the head in general, because you don't want to rip this off, you know. It would have been cool if they made this removable so you could use it with other characters, but it's not removable, and you know, that's fine, but it would have been cool if it was. And she also came with a couple of additional pairs of sunglasses, which is weird because you're able to take these ones on and off of the figure. And that's not the case with the other head, so I think that was kind of strange. If they were able to do it here, why couldn't they do it with the other head? She also comes with a smaller pair of glasses, which I assume are so that you could put like on her neck, maybe? So you can make it look like she just brought her glasses down. Let's see if we can get that in there without a big old fiasco. Yeah, I don't know, maybe something like that. Maybe that's what they were going for. I do wish that she came with an alternate head where the glasses were up above her eyes. But it is cool that they gave us that smaller set so that it looks like they're around her neck. And she also comes with Caliban's torso, and that's looking really nice. We've got the head on there and the right leg. So just about halfway done building this guy. For a couple of size comparisons, I have Jubilee here next to the Marvel Legends Tiger Stripe Wolverine and the Marvel Legends Gambit from the Caliban Build-A-Figure wave. Here she is next to the Marvel Legends Jean Grey and Marvel Legends Rogue. Next up, we have her alongside the Marvel Legends Deadpool from the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave and the Marvel Legends Jim Lee Cyclops from the Warlock Build-A-Figure wave. And here we have her alongside a couple of new mutants. We have the Marvel Legends Kitty Pryde and the Marvel Legends Magic. And as always, here she is with the Marvel Legends Bucky Cap and Marvel Legends Pizza Spider-Man. And for one last comparison, we have Jubilee next to the Marvel Legends Professor X and the Marvel Legends Beast. So Jubilee does have decent articulation, but she has a lot of the same problems that most Hasbro female Marvel Legends have, and I feel like they're just not going to change anytime soon. There was a ray of hope when we saw the Endgame Black Widow figure. That figure had double jointed elbows, but aside from that, it seems like they're just not going forward with increasing the articulation on their female figures. And that's a shame, you know, but for the most part, I think what we have here works out pretty good. But let's get into it. Her head is able to move side to side. It is on a ball joint. It sits pretty high, so when you bring her head to the back, you could see that joint in there. It looks kind of ugly, so you want to be aware of how this looks when you're taking pictures and stuff. You don't want to have these like big crazy gaps, you know, when you're trying to get like a good position from her head here. You don't want to leave like crazy gaps, but it is cool that it sits so high because you can get some tilt to it, add some attitude to the figure, you know, so that's cool. But like I said, it could come all the way back to right there, come forward to right there, and then the torso, she does have a mid-torso cut, but you really don't get any bend out of it. Very little. Reminds me of like a Marvel Select figure. So that kind of sucks. Maybe I could pop this open and increase that a little bit. But yeah, you're not going to get much out of there. You get a little bit of side to side. You get it going back a little bit, but the jacket gets in the way. Actually, it goes back more than it goes forward. That's kind of weird. But yeah, you get a little bit of movement there. You do have a swivel. You also have a swivel at the waist. It's kind of unnecessary to have both of them, but you know, whatever. And then for the arms, you do not have ball jointed shoulders. You just have the peg that sticks into the torso. So her arm goes all the way around, comes out to the side, but there is no upper bicep swivel. She does have a swivel at the elbow, and that is cool. But yeah, she has single jointed elbows, and that kind of sucks, man. But it is what it is. Let's see how good they bend here. They bend to about 90. But I guess in Jubilee's case, if they try to force double jointed elbows in there, it would have looked weird because of how the jacket stops. But maybe they could have put the double jointed elbows and then brought the sleeve a little bit past the elbow. I don't know. I guess right here it's easy to forgive them in this case. But I wish they'd figure something out to increase the elbow articulation, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. And then on the hand, you have a swivel. And on this hand, you have that vertical type of hinge. On this hand, you have the traditional, I don't know, horizontal type of hinge. Whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you get that way. And on this hand, you get that way. And then for her legs, they could come out to the side. Pretty much do the splits. Kick forward to about right there. Can't really go back too much. You have the upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knees, swivel at the boot, then her feet could go forward to right there, come up to right there, and then you have the rocking ankles. Pretty good articulation. Like I said, the arms are a little weak, but you know, they're not horrible, I guess. I hate to say that because I don't want to act like it's okay that Hasbro hasn't given us double jointed elbows on females. They could do it, you know, they've done it already a couple times, so I'm sure they could do it some more. I don't know why they don't, but just in this case, I guess I would say it doesn't bug me too much. I guess I could kind of see why it worked out that way. I mean, it does look good. The figure looks nice like this, so I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to risk the look of the figure to force that in there. But I doubt they even thought about it, to be honest with you. But yeah, anyways, the articulation is pretty good on this figure. So overall, I like this figure a lot. I'm not going to say that I love it, but it is a very good figure. It does a good job of capturing the look of Jubilee from that time, and she looks very cool next to the rest of the X-Men from that era. And as a part of the whole collection, it works very good, but the figure itself could have been a little bit better in terms of the articulation. It's baffling that they can't put double jointed elbows on female characters, or what's baffling is they do it sometimes, but not all the time. I don't know why they can't make it the standard. They did it on Black Widow, they did it on Proxima Midnight, so I don't know, whatever. It's beating a dead horse at this point. So, I mean, it sucks. I wish they would change it, but they probably never will. But as far as this figure itself, she looks very cool and she looks awesome next to the rest of the team. And she is fun to mess around and pose and play with. It just, you know, you have some restrictions as far as the torso and the arms are concerned. But aside from that, she's a lot of fun. I do love that alternate head that she comes with the bubble gum. I think that's a lot of fun and that's going to photograph well. And yeah, I just like the way that she looks with the rest of the X-Men characters. And I think at this point, the only one that we need to complete the cast of the animated series, or the main cast, would be Storm, right? I'm looking at all these characters here. I think that's pretty much everybody. We just need Storm. Let me know if I'm wrong. Also, it'd be really cool if they found a way to release Morph, maybe as like a Comic-Con exclusive or something. I doubt they ever will, but how awesome would that be to get Morph with like interchangeable heads and like a jacket, like a bomber jacket, 90s style. That'd be dope, but we'll see. Anyways, this Jubilee figure's cool. Could have been a little bit better, but I love the way she looks with the rest of the X-Men. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And thank you very much. Peace.
That's crispy.